Hi, I'm Ghayath, also known as G. Uh, I came to Dubai 20 years ago. It was supposed to be for a few years, and then suddenly it's 20 years. I came with Do Telecom as part of the launch team, even before the launch, before it actually commercially launched. So, and then I stayed with Do for a couple of years. And then I ventured more into digital marketing and marketing strategies across different advisory roles for big agency groups and big clients in the region between here, Saudi Arabia, and other countries, until I ventured into the aesthetics and beauty industry like 7 years ago. This was a game changer for me. One, because the industry is amazing, it's growing exponentially, and then two, because of the amount of learning that you can have and the amount of opportunities that you can apply your learning, whether from B2B marketing or the B2C marketing or even the B2C2B marketing. So all of these played a big role in shaping my personalities. As everyone in Dubai, I've been through a lot of good times and bad times, hardships and great times. This also is very important in my experience, in my humble opinion, to shape your personality, to shape your learning, and to lead you to reach more mature phases on approaching different matters, which I think I'm in that phase now. No one is perfect, but at least I can, when looking back, I can see my previous journey and I can see all the ups and downs, the different stops, phases, etc. And I look back and I'm proud of what I did in general. I don't regret anything because I believe that everything that was done is part of, is an experience, and this experience is necessary at its own time. It feeds to you, it helps you learn and prepare you for the next phase. I mean, my golden rule is everything happens for everything else to happen. And I believe in that. Sometimes we know why, sometimes we discover the why after a while, but so we need to trust the process, trust the universe, trust God in that matter. And that's how I operate. I've developed throughout the years a positive mental attitude. I've changed a lot, like everyone. Worked a lot on my personal awareness, my personal, if you want, spiritual growth, in a sense, except when I'm in a traffic jam. That's all the learnings go away. But other than that, yes, that was the main thing. The work experience is pretty much interesting when you're working in Dubai or in the UAE in general, because first of all, in terms of exposure, it gives you the exposure that you can get in any other Western market or Eastern market, like US, Japan, Europe. You're at the same level of exposure on everything. So, and at sometimes we are even ahead of that. So that helped a lot in also in my learning curve. It fed my learning curve at different stations. You're exposed to all the trends that are happening in the world when they are happening. So there's no delay in that perspective. This helped me in establishing the foundations for the business I launched 1 year ago, which is the fractional business. Because through my global exposure, I saw that this business model was pretty much needed for the small and medium enterprises. Because these enterprises require a lot of C-level guidance, especially for the founders and the management team. But because of the size of the business, they cannot afford to pay an actual full C-level headcount. And this is where the fractional model comes in. One, to create the strategy along with the founders, owners, and two, to implement the strategy. And this is a major differentiator between a fractional advisor and a consultant. In general, the consultants do only the first part, which is they assess the situation and they give you the solution, but they do not work with you to implement the solution. whereas the fractional model does that. So while I was contemplating the models globally, I saw this very interesting model, and I realized that there's a big need in this region here for that model, and that's why I decided to take that bold move and leave comfort zone, per se, a good paid job, and launch something from scratch. A lot of people told me, you're crazy to do that, but I knew the opportunities that will start coming from this, because this opens a lot of doors, not only on the fractional business. You're back to the market, you're talking to your network. A lot of opportunities will pop up. Like there's a nice quote from Rumi that says, once you start walking on the road, the path appears. And this is very true, and this is exactly what happened with me. So yeah, okay, pause. What's interesting about the aesthetics industry, the medical aesthetics industry, and the growth in that industry is that the industry is gradually shifting towards wellness and longevity, while it's growing on the other stuff. But people are more and more interested in the actual wellness part, internal wellness, inner wellness, when it comes to the body functions, the cells, etc., rather than the outside beauty, which was spiking at a certain period of time. It is still spiking, but people want to complement it now more with inner wellness, because the longevity aspect is there. People want to age better. It's not about delaying age or looking younger more and more. It's about aging better, aging in a better way, with your body functioning properly, at least living in your proper age. We all live in a very stressful life, especially when you're living in a cosmopolitan city. We're running around most of the time. We have a lot of stress. We have a lot of responsibilities, and this all affects your body, believe it or not. The food you eat, everything that you do, and like everything in life, if you don't take care of the body from outside and from inside, it tends to fade away, and that's the importance of that. Now people are focusing more on the inner side of the body. And we're going to see a lot of interesting solutions coming in the coming months and years about that. Solutions that might lead in a certain way to solve a lot of chronic diseases, maybe, or reduce or minimize chronic diseases. Nothing will solve everything categorically or permanently, but in a way. So that's why I'm fond of this industry in many aspects. And I got the chance to work with people who are considered to be veteran in this industry and learn from them at all levels. And in my my personality, that's another topic now. So I'm a learner. I like to learn. I like to research. I like to always work on myself and upgrade my softwares. I hate to become obsolete. I'm from a generation that started work before anything digital was there. But then digital came, and we learned digital. And not only we learned digital, we pioneered in digital. And then came the artificial intelligence, which is happening now. So I don't like to reach at any level where I will be labeled as, oh, this guy is from another generation, he might be obsolete on that front. No, I'm on top. I'm always, if you want, at the forefront of everything. This is how I work on myself, whether I'm taking courses, reading, interacting with people, researching online. And this helped me also in shaping the product I'm offering in my business, because at the end of the day, even if I have so many years of experience in marketing, when you reach a C-level, you have to be well-rounded in many areas. So a C-level person is a person who can speak the business acumen of the business, not only the marketing part, but you can, when you're sitting with an owner, you speak top line, bottom line, EBITDA, all the financial lingo of the company, and then you position the marketing function within that ecosystem. And the owners of the or your clients will see the value of that, because you're treating marketing not on a silo base, but as a revenue catalyst of the business. And this is the modern marketing now. Marketing positioning now is the revenue catalyst of any business, and is not considered a cost center anymore like it used to be before. Of course, in some areas, people still consider marketing as a cost center, and whenever they want to cut budget, they cut from the marketing. But things are changing. The marketing now is the main revenue catalyst, because the marketing is responsible for the consumer journey internally and externally, and the consumer journey is the main revenue generator of the business itself. But it doesn't operate in silo. It operates very closely with the sales, the operations, supply chain, with the finance, and everything. So I was opening this bracket to say that with marketing comes a lot of new inventions and new trends in the marketing world, that if I do not work and research on myself, I will not be able to present to my clients a new marketing approach, a modern marketing approach that has the digital, that has the AI in it, and most importantly, how to use the AI in that marketing environment per se. That is linked to the financials of the company. All of these are, you have to do the extra effort of learning them. They don't come like that. Of course, when you're working in any industry or any business, you have the learnings that you get from that industry of business, but these are not enough. There are types of people who I call, and I fully respect, are 9-to-5ers. This is for them what they want to do, and they're happy with that. We're not. I mean, I took a bold decision at 51 to leave the corporate world and open my own venture. I hope I will succeed. The momentum is good. But what encouraged me more is that the learnings that I have now across all the business journey and all the business acumen from that perspective.